Is Russia on the verge of another type of civil war? Chechen strongman Ramzan Kadyrov accused 3 Russian lawmakers of plotting to kill him in a video posted on his Telegram account on October 9th, and warned he would call for a blood feud if they did not prove their innocence. There are witnesses. There are people from whom they tried to commission, whom they asked how much they would take for the order, Kadyrov said in Chechen to other officials from the North Caucasian Republic. Kadyrov named 3 lawmakers, Bekhan Barakoyev, Suleiman Kerimov, and Rizvan Kurbanov, from neighboring Dagestan and Ingushetia, as potentially being behind the plot. The accusation was in relation to a violent incident in September at the Moscow headquarters of Wildberries, Russia's largest online retailer, in which 2 people were killed and several others were arrested. Several of those involved, including the 2 who were killed in the incident, come from the North Caucasus. Kadyrov has previously said that he supports Vladislav Bakalchuk's effort to stop the planned merger of Wildberries with another company. Kadyrov's comments were his first public statement since the business dispute turned deadly. In a post in Russian accompanying the video, the Chechen leader was less directly accusatory, but said that, "If anyone has any complaints against Kadyrovites, they should come to me, as I am the main Kadyrovite." The term is typically used to describe Chechen soldiers fighting under Kadyrov's command. Anyone who thinks that it is possible to pit entire nations against each other on domestic grounds is deeply mistaken, Kadyrov said, referring to allegations that Chechens were behind the Wildberries dispute. And Kadyrov has posted a video declaring blood revenge against a senator of the Federation Council and 2 Russian members of parliament. He claims they wanted him assassinated and tried to find out how much that would cost. In another country, that would mean going to the police. But Kadyrov announces blood revenge.
И да, то есть доказательства. А Каримов, Сулейман, Ницию, Курбанов, Ризван, Ницию, значит, что я кавказец, я чеченец, я своего возвращаюсь домой, так сказать. Есть свидетели, есть люди, которые они доказывали, за сколько вы можете принять, заказывали.
The conflict between Kadyrov and Russian Senator Suleiman Kerimov has already been named the most serious conflict in the last 10 years. There is a serious discussion in Russia that it could lead to a war between Chechens and Dagestanis. The interethnic conflict intensified after the shooting at the office of a marketplace in Moscow. A note from the Dagestan Interior Ministry said, "The blood conflict that the Chechen leader outlined today and accusations of organizing his assassination are seriously destabilizing the situation in the North Caucasus." According to political analysts close to the Kremlin, apparently the Kremlin is no longer able to extinguish or control this conflict. There are rumors that the National Guard of Russia and Interior Ministry forces will be redeployed to the North Caucasus, and it is also possible that army groups will be strengthened. This may affect the course of the SMO. It is not clear yet whether Kadyrov will redeploy Akhmat units back to Chechnya. The Caucasus story seriously weakens the Kremlin, demonstrating its weakness and limited resources in inter-clan squabbles. Putin cannot solve an emotional interethnic conflict with money and credit. We will monitor the situation. Let's see the other events. A couple of Russians were riding in a cabriolet and thought that the EW would protect them, but the strict squad of the 114th Separate Territorial Defense Brigade thought otherwise. Lithuania is testing iron anti-tank obstacles that will soon reinforce the Dragon's teeth, fortifying bridges on the Kaliningrad route. These barriers are proven to effectively block heavy vehicles, significantly slowing any advance. If needed, firepower will be ready to support. After fully banning Discord, Russia is now setting its sights on the Steam gaming platform. This is reflected in actions by Roskomnadzor, which added 10 Steam links to its list of banned websites in the past week, including 7 on October 9th. The specific pages that were banned have not been disclosed. If Steam fails to remove the restricted content, the platform could face a complete block in Russia. This isn't the first time Steam-related links have been added to the registry, and in previous instances, the banned content was removed to avoid further action. Victory Plan has almost nothing to do with Russia. Zelensky. The president of Ukraine said this at a press conference after the Ukraine Southeast Europe Summit and talks with Croatian Prime Minister Andrej Plenković. Zelensky clarified that support for the plan to win and strengthen Ukraine depends entirely on the political will of the partners.
And accordingly, there will be a large number of leaders at this Ramstein preparation by the President of the United States. The victory plan will be presented in detail there, like it was presented in the White House. It's fair for our partners to hear all this from us. And it's very fair for our societies, those defending our state, or those in your country, and others supporting Ukrainians, to understand what it's all about. That means the details will be at the next Ramstein. Regarding the victory plan and how this relates to Putin, what you said is almost not dependent on him at all. Because the victory plan is about strengthening Ukraine, both geopolitically and on the battlefield, which fully depends on Ukraine's political will. Our partners. It's a strengthening before any other format of dialogue. With the aggressor, before. It's a bridge to the peace summit. This is the bridge we suggested, because only in a strong position can Ukraine count on a fair peace.